Hello, welcome back to our channel. Please do subscribe if you haven't. You can also like and then hit the notification bell and keep getting notified every single time we upload a new video to this channel. But just in case you're new, I'm by the name is called Mike Mukairo. I'm an architect by profession, consultant, but also lecturer. Today's video we are looking at buying versus building a house. Which of the two is better? A lot of people contemplate between the two, but if you ask me, you need information, you need guidance to be able to say this is better than the other one. So at Real Property Guidance, let's hear from an architect's perspective. From an architect's point of view, building a house or buying a house, which is better? Which is cheaper? There are quite a number of factors that one needs to go through to be in position to come to such an agreement. You see, when you just say building a house is more expensive, I think there are quite a number of factors that one could be looking at that could inform you differently. So I would like to take you through some of these factors, and then you can actually be in a position to make your own decision and say, I think building a house is cheaper or buying a house is cheaper. But number one, among the key factors to consider, we shall look at time. Buying versus building. If you opt to buy, you might maybe be looking at about 4 to 6 months of house hunting, and then about 2 to 3 more months of settling the legalities. All that added together is less than 8 months, and you'll be having your house. On the other hand, if you opt to do building, this could be between 6 to 12 months. So in other words, you might need more time when you're building than when you're buying. And therefore, it will depend on what time factor are you looking at in terms of having your own home or your own house. Should it be shorter, most probably building would be the best. Most probably buying would be the best option for you. Cost. One other important factor as far as comparing building or buying a house is the cost. Which of the two is going to cost me less? Which of the two is cheaper? Most people consider buying a house cheaper as opposed to building a house. But then it depends on which point you're looking at these things. For instance, if you're buying a house in a very established suburb, this could be very expensive. Why? Because you already have a very well developed community with amenities such as schools, hospitals, road infrastructure, and the rest. On the other hand, if you choose building, it could be cheaper because you bought the land cheaply in a community that has a poor road network. The neighborhood is not yet developed. Amenities are still developing. And thus, when all that is taken into consideration, you find that the cost of building a house is cheaper as opposed to buying one. Who doesn't like a beautiful home? But for a very beautiful home, There are quite a number of factors that lead to that. When comparing buying versus building, one other important factor to take into consideration is creative freedom and flexibility. It's very important to know how important that factor is. If you opt to buy, not much can be done other than doing renovations, additions, and maybe modifications. On the other hand, when you choose building, especially with the aid and guidance of the architect, you can get to choose your own colors, your own materials, appliances, finishes, seating arrangements, and so forth. Okay? And therefore, if for some reason creative freedom and flexibility rank so high on your list of the dream home you're looking at, maybe buying a home isn't your best option. You might want to build and have a certain level of customization embedded into your home. Location. How does location affect the buying or the building of the house? We do have some neighborhoods that are more developed than others. And in most cases, when someone is buying a house, you don't want to go and buy a house in a neighborhood which is not developed. You're going to look for that established area with nearby shops, schools, and other amenities such as medical centers and so forth. Whereas when it comes to building, most likely you're going to go into an undeveloped community because land is cheap there. You have poor road networks, empty blocks of land, some issues with such a house. Whether it was due to the previous owner or maybe structurally, because it is very easy to conceal a crack within the ceiling by use of paint. However, when it comes to building, you have a fresh feel of being the new owner, the first one. But then there is also a challenge of construction hidden issues. The previously assumed construction team keeps on getting bigger. The price of materials often change. Just a small reduction or increment in the dollar will change a lot of things in the construction industry. Even the time lag for construction might be very hard to tell. And thus, if you intend to buy or build a house, and that is a factor you want to consider, most likely you're off better by buying. Once again, this is Mike Mukaira, real estate plus architecture plus land management. Please do subscribe, like our channel and our videos, but also hit the notification bell and keep getting notified every single time we upload a new video to this channel. Please also leave your comments below, and you can also connect and follow us through other social media platforms by following the links in the description below. We do have architecture designs and construction guidance Facebook page, real property guidance RPG WhatsApp group, Instagram, Twitter. Please do connect with us. Our previous video, we were looking at metal carports. Just keep on the lookout for our next video. Otherwise, at Real Property Guidance, we say thank you.